Summer 2022. BCYT joined teams from Ayton and District Church and Southview Church, Chirnside, to run holiday clubs for local children. Games, crafts, activities and discussions helped us to explore stories from the Bible. This is The Great Promise. We started at the very beginning, exploring the great promise of the Bible, a promise made to Abraham that through his family, God would bless the whole world. We talked about our own families and made family tree decorations. God's chosen family grew through Isaac, then Jacob and Joseph, but ended up as slaves in Egypt, now known as the Israelites. God then rescued a baby called Moses, floating in a basket in the river. Our own boats floated model babies on the water. When Moses grew up, God spoke to him from a fire. Now, we couldn't talk about fire without toasting marshmallows. God made a promise to Moses to save the Israelite people and to give them a land to live in for themselves. God kept his promise, despite Pharaoh's best efforts. We explored what happened through drama and our plague's messy play. Next, we were led through the woods by red and white scarves, as God led the people through the desert with fire and cloud. And we heard how they escaped impossibly through the sea, and that even though the people complained a lot, God provided food for the people to collect. We collected rubber ducks and made quail out of clay. Den building reminded us that the Israelites lived in tents in the desert for over 40 years. But they did eventually come to the edge of the promised land. We had challenges to complete, as the spies who were sent into the land did. They saw many good things, but also scary things, including warriors they described as giants, which we then made out of sticks and clay. Two of the spies, called Joshua and Caleb, told the people that if they trusted God, all would be fine. And in our group times we heard about how people today still trust God. And God did keep his promise. Paper trumpets and wooden blocks helped us remember the story of God defeating the walls of Jericho for the Israelites, who are now led by Joshua, and how he gave them the promised land. God saved the Israelites many times over the years, but his promise wasn't yet complete. He had promised to bless the whole world through his people, and later he added that he would send one person so that all people could be saved. That person was Jesus, born as an Israelite into God's chosen family. It was through him that this promise would come true. And because of Jesus, all people are able to be a part of God's big family and God's great promise.